Across the globe, countless primate infants face a tragic start to life, orphaned by habitat destruction, poaching, or natural disasters. Alone and vulnerable, their chances of survival in the wild are virtually zero. Yet, in dedicated rehabilitation centers, a remarkable journey unfolds. Here, science and compassion converge to offer these fragile beings a second chance, meticulously guiding them from helpless newborns to independent, thriving members of their species. This is not merely about survival, it's about restoring a future. The first critical step in saving an orphan primate is the rescue itself. Often found injured, dehydrated, or traumatized, these infants require immediate, delicate handling. Specialized teams work swiftly to locate, secure, and transport them to a facility, where an initial assessment determines the severity of their condition. Every minute counts, as their tiny bodies are extremely susceptible to shock and illness, making rapid intervention paramount for their fragile lives. Upon arrival, infants are moved into a dedicated critical care unit. This sterile environment is precisely controlled, mimicking the warmth and security of a mother's embrace. Incubators provide stable temperatures, while vets address immediate health concerns, from rehydration to treating injuries or parasites. Establishing a baseline of health is fundamental before any long-term rehabilitation can begin. This initial phase sets the stage for the complex developmental journey ahead, ensuring the infant is strong enough for the next steps. The foundation of an orphan primate's recovery is its diet. Unlike human infants, primate species have highly specific nutritional needs that vary widely. Rehabilitators meticulously formulate milk substitutes, often requiring custom blends of proteins, fats, carbohydrates, and essential vitamins and minerals. Replicating the exact composition of a primate mother's milk is crucial for proper growth, bone development, and immune system function, demanding extensive research and precise measurements to ensure optimal health. Bottle feeding an infant primate is a delicate, frequent process. Newborns may require feeds every 2 to 3 hours, 24/7, mimicking the constant nursing of a mother. Protocols dictate precise volumes, temperatures, and feeding positions to prevent aspiration and aid digestion. Strict hygiene is maintained for all equipment to avoid infections. As they grow, feeding frequency gradually decreases, reflecting the natural progression toward independence. Each feed is an opportunity for close observation of the infant's health and progress. As primates mature, the transition from milk to solid foods is managed with scientific precision. This weaning process is gradual, introducing soft fruits, vegetables, and insects that mirror their natural diet. Rehabilitators also begin to hide food, encouraging natural foraging behaviors crucial for survival. The goal is not just to feed them, but to teach them how to find food independently, developing their cognitive skills and dexterity. This phase bridges early nutrition with the development of essential wild instincts. Beyond physical health, the psychological well-being of an orphan primate is paramount. Infants require secure attachment, which is typically provided by their mother. Rehabilitators act as temporary surrogates, offering comfort and security while carefully balancing human interaction. The aim is to prevent excessive human imprinting, which could hinder their reintroduction to the wild. Understanding primate psychology guides every interaction, fostering healthy emotional development without creating unnatural dependencies. One of the greatest challenges is to provide necessary care while minimizing human contact to prevent habituation. Caregivers often wear disguises, such as primate costumes, or use minimal direct interaction, allowing infants to bond with each other instead. Scent cues, like the introduction of bedding from adult wild primates, can also help to familiarize them with natural smells. This strategic distancing encourages the development of species-appropriate behaviors and reduces the risk of fearlessness towards humans, a dangerous trait in the wild. To stimulate natural behaviors, rehabilitation enclosures are rich with environmental enrichment. This includes climbing structures, ropes, swings, and natural vegetation, mimicking their wild habitat. Puzzle feeders encourage problem solving, while varied textures and sounds promote sensory development. A dynamic and stimulating environment is crucial for both physical agility and cognitive growth, preparing them for the complexities of a life in the wild. Lack of enrichment can lead to abnormal behaviors, making successful reintroduction difficult. Perhaps the most vital aspect of primate rehabilitation is social integration. Primates are highly social animals, and learning species-specific communication, hierarchy, and group dynamics is essential. Infants are carefully introduced to peer groups of similar age and species. This delicate process is often slow, involving initial visual contact, then supervised interactions. Observing and learning from peers teaches them appropriate social cues, grooming habits, and play behaviors that humans cannot replicate, laying the groundwork for a successful return to the wild. In some cases, adult surrogate mothers, often older, stable females from the same species, play an invaluable role. These surrogates teach young orphans critical life skills that peers alone cannot, such as maternal care, predator recognition, and navigating complex social structures. This mentorship is meticulously managed, ensuring the surrogate is patient and tolerant, and that the orphans readily accept her guidance. The bond formed here is vital, providing the emotional security and practical education crucial for wild survival. As they grow, the focus shifts to developing and refining wild behaviors. This includes climbing, swinging, and moving through complex arboreal environments. Rehabilitators introduce challenges that mimic natural situations, such as difficult-to-reach food items or simulated threats, encouraging alertness and evasion. These exercises are critical for building physical strength, agility, and the mental acuity needed to survive in a dynamic wilderness. The goal is to instill instincts that have been dormant or undeveloped due to their early trauma. The final stage before release involves pre-release conditioning in large, naturalistic enclosures. Here, human contact is virtually eliminated, and the primates are challenged to live as independently as possible. They must demonstrate proficiency in foraging, predator awareness, and cohesive group behavior. This intensive period ensures they are physically fit and mentally prepared for the rigors of the wild. Any deficiencies identified are addressed, sometimes requiring further training or observation, before they are deemed ready. After months, sometimes years, of dedicated care, the moment arrives. The primates are carefully transported to a suitable release site, often within their native range, chosen for its abundant resources and minimal human disturbance. The release is a quiet, momentous occasion, a testament to the perseverance of both the animals and their human caregivers. It is a return to their true home, a wild world they were once too fragile to face. While a triumph, the journey doesn't end here. Post-release monitoring is crucial. Success is not guaranteed. Released primates face numerous challenges, including adapting to new territories, finding mates, and avoiding predators. Post-release monitoring, often through radio collars or microchips, provides vital data on their survival rates and integration. This information helps refine future rehabilitation techniques, continually improving the chances for other orphaned primates. It's a continuous cycle of learning and adaptation, ensuring that every effort contributes to the long-term conservation of these magnificent species. The work of wildlife rehabilitators is a beacon of hope in a world facing unprecedented biodiversity loss. By dedicating themselves to the science and art of raising orphaned primates, they don't just save individual lives, they contribute directly to the genetic diversity and population health of endangered species. Each successful reintroduction is a small victory for conservation, demonstrating that with knowledge, dedication, and empathy, humanity can play a pivotal role in protecting the planet's most vulnerable inhabitants.